Dear students, to the thrilling and heartwarming adventures of Ivan and his friends. A quick recap of our last class. We did 6 wow words. I do hope you wrote these words along with their meanings and example sentences in your reading notebook. Most importantly, please start using these words because after a few classes, I will conduct a vocabulary quiz for you. Till then, continue to quiz and amaze everyone else at home with these words. We also analyzed Ivan's character. We listed a few of his character traits on the basis of his actions and behavior. These words are written on the screen for your reference. Lastly, we analyzed the ways in which the book highlights cruelty towards animals. I do hope you found your answers to the question that the book raises. Is it right to cage animals for human entertainment? We will discuss this question in class whenever we meet. In today's class, we will summarize and analyze till the chapter titled Bob and Julia. While summarizing these chapters, we will analyze the characters of Bob and Julia, who are Ivan's friends. Well, we did this last class, but a quick revision. What is a character analysis? It is basically gathering all the relevant information about a character from the book. The character's likes, dislikes, life, and also most importantly, their personality traits. I told you that personality traits are adjectives or words that describe a person. So words like honest, intelligent, outspoken are all personality traits. We analyze the personality traits on the basis of what the character says, what the character is thinking, his actions, and relationships with others. Or you could say what others say about the character. By the way, children, you can use your skills of character analysis to analyze people in real life too. Let's get started with the book. In the previous class, we discussed that fewer visitors are coming to the Big Top Mall. So obviously, Mac is not happy because he is losing money. He blames Ivan partly for this and tells him that Ivan has lost his magic. He's no longer cute only because he's grown old. Poor Ivan takes it personally and plans to help Mac by learning some new tricks or by eating more than what a normal gorilla eats. In the next 2 chapters titled Bob and Wild, Ivan shares his plans with Bob. Bob tells Ivan that the problem is not Ivan's appetite. These 2 chapters, children, tell us a lot about Bob. So let's try to do a character analysis of Bob. Bob is a stray dog who is fast, tiny, wiry, and speedy. He loves his freedom and doesn't want to be domesticated. And you know what he calls himself? Well, he says, I am a wild, untamed, and undaunted beast at heart. He hunts his own food and eats all the leftovers in the mall. Like all other dogs, Bob communicates his feelings through his tail. Children, what does a dog do when he's happy? Yes, he wags his tail left and right. And what does a dog do when he's scared? He tucks his tail between his feet and runs away. Well, coming back to Bob. Bob is also a survivor. As a puppy, he was thrown out of a truck by humans along with the rest of his litter. The other pups didn't make it. Homeless Bob, as a puppy, found comfort and warmth sleeping on Ivan's belly. This sense of security was mutual for both Ivan and Bob. After all, both of them were without the warmth of a family. And ever since then, Ivan and Bob have been buddies. The next four chapters tell us a lot more about Ivan's life in the mall. In the chapter Picasso, the author is referring to artistic Ivan as Picasso. Picasso is the world famous Spanish artist. Here, greedy Mac hands over a yellow crayon and 10 pieces of paper to Ivan to draw so that he can earn his money for his own upkeep. Guess what Ivan the Picasso draws? Yes, he draws 10 bananas on the 10 sheets because he doesn't really know what else is yellow. I also laughed out aloud when Ivan says, I wonder who this Picasso is. Did he have a tire swing like me? Did he ever eat his crayons? Well, children, life is not really all that funny for Ivan actually. Some children who visit him are very, very disrespectful. They toss pebbles and spit at him. This is despite him trying to put up a show for them. He says, I display my impressive teeth. I splash in my filthy pool. I eat more and more. Yet the kids continue to toss pebbles at him. Out of frustration, Ivan even calls them slimy chimps, and then he throws a ball at them. Later, Ivan, who's really soft at heart, feels very apologetic for calling the kids slimy chimps. The next three chapters tell us a lot about Julia and her relationship with Ivan and Bob. Her father, George, is the mall cleaner, and her mother, Sarah, used to help clean the mall but is now sick. Unlike the spit pebble kids, Julia is an animal lover and she's very kind to both Ivan and Bob. The only child Ivan really likes is Julia. We find that Ivan and Julia are like companions because they are both artists, and Julia actually chooses to sit next to Ivan to do her homework, draw, and also confides a lot in him about all her problems in school. She likes science and art and wants to be a world famous artist when she grows up. Her kindness is reflected in the drawings she makes of Ivan. Ivan didn't like the angry Ivan that was painted on the fading billboard that beckoned mall goers. But he liked Julia's drawings. She made Ivan look very elegant, but of course, a little sad too. Children, she also loves Bob and draws amazingly creative pictures of Bob. She draws Bob the dog with wings. She also draws Bob the dog with a lion mane and even Bob the dog with a tortoise shell. And in fact, it is she who gave Bob his name. Even Bob is very fond of Julia. He normally doesn't allow any human to touch him, and he says that the human smell upsets his digestion. But he sits at Julia's feet and allows her to pet him. Time for me to wind up. Time just flies when I'm with you all. But before we meet next week, children, please read the story as much as you can. Narrate it to your parents in your own words. Play a vocabulary quiz with the 6 wow words that I've given. And please search for meanings of these words that are written on your screen. I want to make a suggestion. You may go online and search for the meanings and example sentences on Cambridge Dictionary website as well as the Collins Dictionary website. So, till we meet again, goodbye and happy reading. Stay safe.